Hello, sob monoge Nagaland TV la first episode that is Good Morning Nagaland Sarkaj Kresi. Moi apni hala anchor. Ami khan do itia apni aru ami. Bishidin bishida jaro log paise Good Morning episode te icha ase aru akha ase ki apni khan bi bhal hi thaki na ise aru iniga hi Good Morning episode aru sabo karne aru aji bi turn up kura pura dhanebad dese. So itia ami khan jana nishna ami khan itu program itu episode shuru nukra ke ami khan hoda isor la presence pra hi itu program shuru kore prathana pa hole bi Bible pra hole bi ai bi ami khan Bible verse pra li chutu ekta verse pra hole bi isor ba ki dedicate krese ami utu pura ami khan age jabo.
God promises to make something good out of the storms that bring devastation to your life. Romans 8:28.
Romans 8:28 te ma bhalo likhine se isor pramyana life te bia storm nolibi bia ghatna nolibi bia bostogan hoin thakishugule itu pura bhal kurine tai paru ta renew etalade eni andishna amegan mongsire thaka manu ase amegan hodai life te temptation to dukhan thake hole bi amegan inga samai te bi isor ke during thakishugule do amegan la itu storm khan amyana temptation khan do isor pra bhal kurigine age de আমি কিন্তু লড়াই কৰি নি জিতু পাৰিছো গলে আগে দে ভাল এটা ৰাখি দে আৰু আমি হাবি তো এচিভ কৰিব পাৰো আৰু আমি বি জানি আছে আমি এতে ঈশ্বৰলা বাচা হোৱা নিচিনা আমি হাবি ইতুতেহি জ্ঞান ইতুতেহি উইজডম ঈশ্বৰ বাদিয়া তাতেহি আমি বিলিভ কৰে কি আমি হলা বিয়া দিন থাকিছো গলে ভাল দিন বি আহিব কইনে সো আফটাৰ দ্য বিউটিফুল ভাৰ্স লেটস সি দ্য পজিটিভ থট অফ দ্য ডে
There are no traffic jams along the extra mile. Roger Stoberg.
Well, that was a very good positive thought by Roger. Kwanishna amikhan like to traffic jam thakala agete aur jai thakshukule dar extra mile thake without traffic jam. Nishna amikhan agela isor la verse prasa nishna amikhan duk tolop dini thake. All of din hi ami struggle kore holbi hodai struggle kora no hoy ami khan all of din struggle kore holbi rasta ro safa ho jay konish man bhal positive thought aro positive verse pra ami khan la mon to shanti kuri na ami khan ke bhal kuta pa dhanebad ase so eta ami khan top headlines te sabo ajira top headlines ki ase Former Congress candidate Keki Sema resigned from party amid claim of nepotism and sycophancy display by party leader. Sema in his resignation remarked that he joined Congress based on belief that INC is the only national party that withstood the test of time. Deputy Commissioner of Dimapur, Rajesh Soundararajan, informed public to refrain from encroaching into a quiet land of rights of way along the Dimapur Bypass Highway and Dimapur-Kohima 4-lane National Highway 29. Union Ministry for Road Transport and Highway inaugurated first of its kind pilot project for hydrogen-based advanced fuel cell electric vehicles that will be a huge shift from fossil fuel and towards the conservation of our environment. President Joe Biden states that US is sending more anti-aircraft, anti-armor weapons and drones to Ukraine. President formally announced his administration is sending an additional $800 million in military assistance to Ukraine. International Court of Justice orders Russia to cease military action in Ukraine immediately in a preliminary decision in a case brought by Kyiv. Judges at the court say that Russia Federation shall immediately suspend the military operation on Ukraine. So viewer, that was our top headlines. Now we shall proceed to our print preview segment. Let us see what the local dailies, Amihan ke to local newspaper hanbra key information janai say. It may be the regional news, it may be the local news, it may be the national and international news. So pare ahibi ami tatiba jankari to gather korobo. So viewers, on your top screen you can see the paper Eastern Mirror. So Eastern Mirror aji there sara news again say, and even in Morning Express we have a lot of news. So let us take tinta nolbi duita inaguna lobo so that Mohammed time bi bachao parbo, and moreover we can bring good information to you as fast as possible as I can. So now আমি খান starting te Eastern Mirror bar shuru kore I be Eastern Mirror bar ami ki purile balo. So let's take a look on the local news from Nagaland. KK Sema resigned from Congress party. As we all know that the Panchta Pradesh State Assembly election jaitaka homai, that is Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Goa, Punjab and Manipur, our neighboring state Manipur. So Panchta Pradesh State, how we saw the immense fight, the immense fight for the seat by the BJP among the other party. I mean, they tahan iniga iman larai iniga voting lai sab the larai jaya khatam te tahan kiniga vijay jit hasil kurishe. I mean, the immense happiness for BJP or BJP bhi man khushi hui kina ase tahan prai to jitiya pra charta assembly seat to charta pradesh jitiya pra nya nishna bishi manu Congress te kuri thaka manu hanba bishi resign lishe regarding tala performance biya thaka pra. So amian sabo ke sema bi kile resign kurishe Congress party panu talaga bi vichar kiese. In a blow to the Congress party in Nagaland ahead of the state assembly election next year, KK Sema, who contested in the 2018 assembly election from Gaspani 2 constituency on Indian National Congress ticket, has tendered his resignation from the party. The retired IAS officer politician wrote in a letter addressed to the Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee and PCC President K. Terry that he contested in the last state assembly election on Congress ticket despite knowing that it was a sinking ship in Nagaland, because of his firm belief that it was and it is the only national party that had withstood the test of time in acknowledgement secularism. But it's an entirely different story where Nagaland Pradesh Congress NPC is concerned. Expressing his disappointment with the party leadership in the state, Sema stated that his desire to continue in NPC was rudely shattered on the eve of Rahul Gandhi's visit to Dimapur during the MP election rally in 2019. He alleged that one of the top brass from NPC publicly and physically displayed to me his gunda underbelly that was insulting, repulsive and disgusting. He added that the incident was officially brought to the notice of the NPC president requesting to take necessary disciplinary action, but nothing has been done so far. This kind of indifferent leadership does not inspire or enhance the image of party in any manner and does not deserve any respect. As long as the present party leadership continue to encourage nepotism and sycophancy, aid the cause of sidling good, responsible and upright people within the party, NPC is going nowhere now or ever, wrote the former bureaucrat. While tendering his resignation from the party, he wished the NPC member the best. So after all, because Taibra, being in the Congress National, the NPC, that they I think he finds some indifferences between the party, because I am here no one to differentiate between parties that Congress is good, BJP is bad, or BJP is good, Congress is bad. I'm no one to say, but then talaga personal preference, talaga personal his knowledge, talaga gyan hisabte what he found is that a little kind of nepotism and little kind of sycophancy feel kura type itukta krishe, and moreover he briefed us about regarding the 2018 assembly election and especially 2019 visit by Rahul Gandhi and how he taipra kina dikhishe ki the leaders hogine nika sir moreover taipra kwanishna party pra he thought it like we all know the Congress ko shugule to yes we know it's rule now at present era we can see that it is been ruled by Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, or let's say Rahul Gandhi. But then when we think about Congress, when we think about this we always think about the father of nation, that is Mahatma Gandhi. But then Mahatma Gandhi he thought that tahan long lasting because they have the knowledge about the secularism, but then it is entirely different story since we know that he is a IAS officer plus a turnout politician, and then 2018 way back in 2018 assembly constituency, that is Gaspani 2 constituency, but election jaishe holi bi tai to resign so we never know. Thinking he may resign now, but then he may shuffle to different party also. We never know because it's all about politics. And hami jana nishna apne hami jana nishna hame hamba jadin March 10 day when the voting started to count voting ginti kura time te to ame khan ba janishe kiniga with a quick millisecond la drop difference para how party shuffle na party can shuffle ho jaye itla bade party who shows the love, the connection towards a particular party shift ho jaye. The biggest example is Sidhu Taipara kiniga Navjot Singh Sidhu kiniga first it was BJP, after it was Congress. After Congress we never know, he might get in touch with Aam Aadmi Party, or we never know that back to BJP or only back to Congress be opera. So politics to it's all about the mantra of clever kiniga mange outwit great USA, and then best wishes to KK Sema that I resign kushe Congress Party pa holibi talaga future talaga endeavors ki ase sob to hi isor par type par hi banai kini hi age jabo kine bharosa ase. So the next we have we can see here on our top screen that is the new Chief Minister of Punjab, and obviously from the ruling party from Punjab, that is Aam Aadmi Party laga candidate ase tai to Bhagwan Man ase, and tai to office to ita Chief Minister hisab te luise ame janan yesterday tai bro oath luise talaga bosti te, aru now he is the official Chief Minister of Punjab. So I request our viewers te bacha hobi buri hobi dangor hobi kun hobi, always remember the Chief Minister, the present Chief Minister name. So Amihala present Chief Minister of Punjab is Bhagwat Man Singh, and he is from Aam Aadmi Party AAP Parasik ne janai diase. So the next we have, see down here Mohan Dikhu Paisik, Manipur Congress chief resigned after dismal performance. This is all BJP likely to return Goa. Manipur CM, we know about the Goa chief minister Pramod Sawant tai to resign kushe, but then tai aru ahibu nishna kushe, but it's likely not like 90% sure no lebi nia no lebi, and it's like 50-50 I will pare nai will pare lebi ahibo nishna chance ase kun channel ase. Even Manipur CMB resignation and Biren Singh, we know that. Aro the Congress chief, that is Sonia Gandhi, asked party state unit chief of Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab, Goa, Manipur to put in their resignation to facilitate the reorganization of Pradesh Congress Committee (PCC). So Pradesh Congress Committee lagabi to Congress President Sonia Gandhi pura party state unit Mohan to Pradesh laga unit party state unit thake chief khan thake tahan Uttar Pradesh hobi, Uttarakhand hobi, Punjab hobi, Goa hobi, Manipur hobi tahan ge resignation mangse because of the disorganization tahan. And we know kini amon disorganized sagishugule to it is very easy to break someone na engan cha ghor tibi ami khan a family bhal bana jeshugule the because of some manukhan la kotha pra manukhan la tana pra bi khorla environment bi bia kore. Same is happening to Congress. And then regarding this to dismal performance to Congress President Sonia Gandhi pra party chief khange Pradesh la party chief khange resignation mangishe tahan laga into bia performance pra moreover amen jana nishna just forget about Manipur, just forget about Goa, just forget about Uttar Pradesh, just forget about Uttarakhand, okay? But Amikan Punjab Sashigulde, we know the relationship between Punjab and Congress, and it's been a with like immense pride and immense love between Congress and Punjab. But then how up Aam Aadmi Party, I'm going politician to segment a politician jaise, it's better that you also know something regarding this politics era there. So Aam Aadmi Party pra they played so well with the BJP plus the Congress plus the public in general of Punjab. So they played so well. They know that BJP and Punjab is not going hand in hand, because we know the relationship, how the three farm laws, how the Kisan, apart from the three farm laws, the Kisan, and we know the farmers kanda kiniga tahani do agitation jai thagishe the Prime Minister Narendra Modi lapor there ramen jania se kishim Punjab te because of these, because of that they have clash between BJP and Punjab government especially. But then tahan nijer la bitor de min milap na thakine, we know that the chief minister was Amarinder Singh, and then later it was changed to Charanjit Singh, and we know the clash between Amarinder Singh and also party chief, that is Navjot Singh Sidhu la clash bi jane se, and that tahan la bitor la jhagda aru bahar la BJP lo jhagda kurigine how Aam Aadmi Party they twisted all the environment, they twisted all the scenario, and then they tahan pra itu baji to marulish. And we know now Punjab AAP para Punjab te rule kurase, and I believe that we know how Delhi is so developed. Yeah, Mumbai bhi ekta developed state ase, but then the infrastructure, the facilities that Delhi para within the span of 5 or 4 years they have show us immense growth, immense bhal growth dikhibo parche Delhi te. And I hope that AAP government, even though BJP is ruling, but we know like who is doing progress in their city, or who is doing progress in their state, or who is not doing. Amian jania se do's or don'ts amian jania se kun ki kure se kun nukuri se amian jania se. So I wish and I hope that how Delhi kiniga transform within the span of like 4 to 5 years. I wish and I hope that Punjabi inika hi progress way. It's a develop Punjabi bhal as a state to develop thekina se libi itu parabi aru bhal public khan laga opinion, public khan laga reviews, public khan laga rai khan to kinia thamma solve krobo. Let's see and let's hope for the best. Aru ini azukuru do we never know Aam Aadmi Party with its convener Arvind Kejriwal pra kiniga itu aste kurine sob kabza kuri tai. We never know, he would become the next Prime Minister of India, and we can see like ita bai dikhi ase growth kanto, and we will surely see now. But I'm not saying that like tai hobo Prime Minister na kon hoy, but then just an assumption, just taking the Manu Khan laga states khan la dusra Pradesh khan la growth khan saikine ekta assumption ni diya la sugun chala jesa. So next we have Abnana top screen the next to say 7.3 magnitude quake hit North Japan, tsunami alert issue. So Japan de 7.3 magnitude la earthquake ashe. So let's read in details. A powerful 7.3 magnitude earthquake shook off the coast of Fukushima in northern Japan on Wednesday evening, triggering a tsunami advisory. The Japan Meteorological Agency said that the quake starts 60 km below the sea. So the quake starts 60 km below the sea. The region is part of northern Japan that was devastated by a deadly 9.0 quake and tsunami 11 years ago that also caused nuclear plant meltdown. So regarding the quake plus the tsunami, they have meltdown the 11 years old so-called nuclear plant meltdown. Wednesday, quake came only days after the area marked the 11th anniversary of the disaster in March 2011. So iman misal bishde imani disaster hit korala siguni janai se the agency issued tsunami advisory for up to a meter 3-foot sea surge in part Miyagi and Fukushima prefectures. NHK National Television said that tsunami might have reached some areas already. The Tokyo Electric Power Company Holding, which operates the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant that suffered multiple meltdowns following the 2011 quake and tsunami that destroyed its cooling system, said workers were checking for any possible damage. So, Tokyo Electric Power Company pura Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant kuntu 11 years agete tsunami or quake ahi kine kiniga ituke effect kurise meltdown kurise itu aru this time aru cooling system the bia kurin thaka to aru ku damage hoshna hone than check kurula signo janaise. The quake shook large part of eastern Japan including Tokyo where buildings shook violently. There are no immediate reports of casualties or damage. You know, the good thing about this earthquake is that there is no such good thing about earthquake, but then we khushi paite ke asikota. We know how 7.3 magnitude laga volt to amya janne se kiniga se, you know, fan hubi TV hubi biya para hilai de to Nepal devi 7.8 I guess 7.6 or 7.8 earthquake aikine magnitude earthquake aikine kiniga Nepal laga population ke khatam kar dishe, thousands of population, you know, crores of property, millions of property damage kar dishe, and manu laga life, manu laga morom bi ching dishe. Ne nishna hole bi yada Japan te even though earthquake aishe hole bi 7.3 aishe hole bi kun manu bi building khan it shook violently kogine se hole bi kun manu bi mura no hole bi jokhom hwala ana. Dude, that's a good news for me because we can't stop the natural calamities amyan stop korna pare because we are just an ordinary human being na. Is stop to isor aru stop to universe la pore depend kore to ami khan stop korna pare earthquake khan holibi ki do holibi manu iniga dangor ghatna hadamte dangor iniga natural calamities hadamte bi ami khan na parishi golibi manu ku jokhom honai murana ko. That's a good thing. I appreciate it. Bhal ekta ase kun jana se kale tahan bara they are worried about the electricity, they are worried about the power plant because they have already mentioned here that 11 years back tahanla into power plant that they, you know, find some difficulties or they have it's actually written here they has found cooling system bi biya hoshe ko kine jana idea laga se. So I'll be very quick because we have another more newspaper. The state begins COVID vaccination for 12 to 14 age group. So we know 12 to 14 age group karne bhi the vaccination to shuru hoise not only in Nagaland but overall the India. Plus the 60 years with comorbidities, without comorbidities, bimar thakile bhi na thakile bhi they have tahan bhi ita to the vaccine marule izarat paigine ase the 60 years old plus manu khan laga. And the chudukta likhina siyate to puri duwa TH Muiva discharged from hospital. So amya jane se General Secretary of NSCNIM and NSCMIM Thingaleng Muiva, who underwent a minor surgery at the Christian Institute of Health Sciences and Research CIHSR Hospital in Dimapur earlier this month, was discharged on Wednesday. So Jagalite TH Muiva be discharged to the hospital. As we all know that kiniga tai achanak para bimar hoi kine tage Hebron para hi helicopter khan pai kine CIHSR Hospital de lui jai kine check up jaise aur doctor para bhi ami han jana nishna doctor para bhi kuise because of some internal internal stomach la area the intestinal la problem thakya para hi tai to hospital admit korina ase aru condition mi man bia do thaka nai ko ne doctor ba jana digna ase aru bhal hogina ase aru etu bhal hobi sob naga manu laga bhai buni hobi notice la bhai buni hobi sob la prathana para hi etu la porte th muiva la porte bimar do bhal kudiala ase aru tai to finally kale discharged to hospital but apna ni khabar janai diala se. So we have more with Eastern Mirror but in the sub purshi kore to morning tv na thaka ho jaye. So I be Morning Express te ki puro bola se. So Morning Express te idi puri lobo you know the young Naga tech wizard developed ingenious device. Most youngsters today are known for their social media addiction and dubious amount of time spent playing video games, but some breaks the mold. Globally, there is a new generation of precocious youth trying to solve problems in their communities with ambitious, innovative tech. And then over the past few videos of Balanso T Yumkum homemade experiment emerged on various social media platforms. The video depicted a voice-activated apparatus called Tiger responding to Balanso voice command to switch the light on and off. For many people who are familiar with appliances like Google Home and Amazon Echo, automated light control system like Tiger may seem somewhat insignificant. However, considering that Tiger was developed by a 20-year-old art student with no training in computer programming or electronic engineering, it is a rather admirable feat. So growing up in Pungro town in Kifuri district, Balanso T Yumkom had a natural curiosity for all things electronics. So that good news about young Naga tech wizard. His name is Balanso T Yumkum Aro. He is from Pungro town in Kifuri district Prase. And then we know how the youngster how we are socially addicted, and I guess Balanso bi moi nishna ekta ase who is not like much addicted in social media. To tai iti likhin dekha to we among like 80% youths counter, they are more addicted in TikTok, they are more addicted in Reels. That's a good thing, because not everyone can dance well, not everyone can make a Reels very good, because Reels can banawale, TikTok can banawale, we need some extra efforts and some natural body movement. Holibi yete do chokra balance so to he is not addicted in social media, but then he is addicted in playing with equipment, playing with electronic devices, and from there on he met a device named Tiger. Also Tiger de kia segoro talaga through his voice switch light on off korparwa, and this is like more significant like the Google or we can say Amazon Echo or Google Home nishna ase kogine jana laga. So that's a good to like voice activated light control system ase aro tai to social media TV pheligine ase ko tai to matlab talaga kam pra, because khali social media de khali reels bananale gana gai to khan karne kla no hoy holibi social media is a platform that we reach out to extra people manukundu punchule lage to area utu parabi beyond punche social media. For me, I consider social media in that way, because mon ekta kam korula se to bhal hobi biya hobi mohon itu certain amount ke dibo thaka to itu parabi extra man ke phatai diala thake social media to talaga kam khan bi social media te bishi phota hoikina ase, and that's a good thing. Aru inika pura hi ami khan laga to Naga society in general aru manu khan pura hi inika young talents sange dikhai na manu bi aru ina kro munja aru jani ase tai ekla na thakibo bishi man thakibo ina nisha to apni an bi apni khan la ki hat pra pare theng pra ki pare dimag pa ki pare ki pare apni an bi to ulabi evolve koribi polish koribi at the same time manon ki dikhabe apni khan la hunar apni khan ki kuru pare manon ki dikhabe in a positive way, so that manon bi apna la kam ki appreciate korbo aru apni nishna hobo munjao apna la footprint de berao munjao kene balance so nishna manon kiman ase niga apna la kam do dikhai kine Nagaland ekta innovative state manu innovative ekta hole bi bishi time lage aru ekta entrepreneur hole bi bishi time lage. Not everyone can become an entrepreneur, not everyone can create innovative idea tahana hole bi there are some unique people, so unique people you have to come forward apna aishu kole hi ami khan pra apna ge sai kine apna ge appreciate koro aru apna bi apna la kam to for a good deeds, for a good Nagaland ke kiba dibo karne hi ina gun age jawa kogine yate pura hi Morong Express aro Eastern Mirror bi samat kora. I hope that apni han bi regarding to TH Muiva hobi the young Naga tech wizard to be nolibi regarding the election assembly nolibi ahiputaka regarding resignation COVID vaccine kiki ushiklu apni han learn korise kogine biswas ase. So yate pura amila print preview segment analysis to khatam kores. So, well, viewers, we have talked a lot on newspaper, but now it's time to look back into the past. Let's turn the page of time and have a look at what happened in the yesteryears. But before that, Aji Amikha Nishna, Aji today's date 17/03/2022. So, Aji Holi la Tihar Aji bas shuru hoye se. So, happy Holi. It is the fact of the day here se because utu day to Amikhan saishugule to Holi ase kuina to. Apne sob manuke Nagaland kima viewers ase kima manu size so manige happy Holi aru Holi pura apnala life te colors aru roshni khan anibo gine akha kore ase aru dukh khan to edu color pra hi pura chupai dibo gine biswas kore ase. So now let's look at the fact of the day.
British East India Company banned Bengal weavers on March 17, 1769.
So viewers, 1769 day East India Company, British East India Company pura Bengal weavers ke ban kurise. So we know 1769. So dola yad rakhibi ki East India Company bi India de ahi kine to Bengal weavers khan ke ban kurise kogina. That's a very good fact of the day. I hope you have learned a lot from here. So ita ami khala next segment that is like usual ami hala morning melody de je ahibi gana dekhi dikine se ami antu huni kine refresh hobo.
कभी नहीं सोचा ये दिन
So, dear viewers, this is all for today, but let us check today's weather update before we leave. Wish you all a very good and a blessed day ahead. So, signing off, your anchor, Ravina Lama.
Nagaland TV, Stop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV.